We are in the Palladium in Cologne, and I'm the front of house engineer for Blind Guardian. This is the end of our summer run with a spectacular hometown full production show, and then we can call summer officially finished. It's a heavy metal show, so it's got to be loud, it's got to be powerful, but I try not to be too loud. I try not to replace power with volume. As a band who is known for their vocalist, being a strong vocalist, you've got to hear him at all times. He's got to be clear and present, but not at the expense of everybody else. Clarity, I find, with this sort of music is everything. When you've got something going at about 200 BPM, with kick drums playing 32s, snares are all hell for leather, cymbals everywhere, and then layers of keys, 2 guitars, a bass, backing vocals and a lead vocal. That's a lot going on, and it's all going on very quickly. So whilst Hans is singing and Andre's soloing, you still need things like the details on the ride cymbal. And I want sort of high fidelity in what I'm doing so that I can get the clarity of all of those instruments so everybody comes through in their own space. If it's not clear and you can't hear it, then why is the guy bothering to play it? The way I've approached achieving that is with the tools that I've selected. So the type of microphones I've been using, the type of consoles I've been using, and looking into the sort of plugins that I'm using to create ambience around those signals as well. I'm aiming for sort of the top end stuff that you'd find in, say, in pop or even theatre or maybe even film, to try and just have a bit more of a high fidelity approach to heavy metal. It's really easy to cloud and crowd the audio spectrum with the wrong reverb. So that's kind of how my reverb choices are dictated by that. It's what fits and is natural, and doesn't turn it into a cartoon. Strange metaphor. I feel that the LiquidSonics plugins work really well for what I'm doing. I'm using Seventh Heaven as my main snare reverb. I played a little bit with the pre-delay and the reverb time on it, but generally it's doing what I need it to straight out of the box. And I'm using Tai Chi as my main vocal reverb. I'm using the Golden Room presets. Having flicked through a few other presets, I settled on the Golden Room and then decided adjusting from there. Again, it's mainly pre-delay and reverb time that get adjusted, and then a bit of EQ on the return. And just sort of dialing it in so it suits the vocal, doesn't seem separate from the vocal, and just gives him a sense of space. That one's winning because it's really natural sounding. It's you don't listen to it and think, oh, there's a reverb on that voice. You listen to it and think that voice is in the room. And it's just the flexibility of it, that and the fact that it is high-end and it is super clear. The other area I find the LiquidSonics range really useful to me is it does sound like real spaces rather than an artificial forced sort of plastic reverb that you might find on a few other desks or a few other pieces of outboard. It sounds like a real space. It's a natural sounding algorithm.